What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have something very interesting to talk about. We got Bitcoin finding support off 24,327 and running. Little bump and run situation. So currently we do have a little bit of overhead resistance. We actually have resistance. It looks like if we go in a straight line, we're going to be looking at 25,400. However, I actually believe if this continues, our next level should be 28,662. So, if we also manage to break out of this broadening wedge pattern in a bullish direction and backtest it as support, this further lines up with our 28,662 level. So this is actually what I'm looking for Bitcoin. So what does that mean for our altcoins? Well, that means our altcoins have a chance to do pretty darn well. Noted, this is after Bitcoin slows down. Bitcoin needs to start consolidating, start going sideways, because when Bitcoin starts flying up, yeah, you're going to have a few outliers that can outperform Bitcoin, but most part, Bitcoin's going to steal the show. It's just something you got to know. Checking Ethereum right now. Ethereum also has that overhead resistance. However, if we do break above this, not much stopping us from going to 1937. And actually, if we happen to break that, this is where things can get a little nutty here, because we do have a measured move. Measured move would break us above that. Then we'd be looking for our next level, which, let's find it. Oof. Not much stopping us from there, but we do have to find our level, which is looking like it would be 2359. Yep, 2359. That would be our next level after we break above 1937. So market's heating up, market's looking good. Yeah, feels nice. Now let's look at some of the laggers. The ones lagging, like AVAX. Now these ones that are lagging, it's okay. AVAX is doing something quite interesting on the daily. It is breaking out of a rising wedge pattern. These are a big deal. If you're looking for like major gains, this is a big deal. So if we can get this 4-hour candle close, I think AVAX is about to do something kind of crazy if the buyers are there and willing to buy. Because your measured move out of this bad boy, all the way up here, $26.20. Got an alert that I'm live. Got it. Anyways, this is absolutely amazing. We have Bitcoin up 3%, just broke 25K. We're going back to it. We are above $25,000. This is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And you can see a lot of these altcoins are lagging behind. That's simply because Bitcoin steals the show. Bitcoin steals the show. Hopefully it doesn't start draining the liquidity out of the altcoins. Let's hope that's not going to happen because of the trading pairs that nobody wants to pay attention to anymore. A lot of people fail to realize you can trade against Bitcoin with these altcoins. It's a great way to accumulate more Bitcoin. That's why if Bitcoin rises too fast, you end up getting these stop losses hit on the altcoins. So then altcoins can end up getting drained of their liquidity. That's something you really do have to keep in mind when you're making these trades. Yeah, Bitcoin's sitting right above 25K. This is beautiful. I want to see it test this upper trend line. I really do. Actually, you know what? We're going to change this. Bring it down. We're going to see if we can break it. Trade I got into this morning was Immutable X. So this trade I actually jumped into this morning because I saw it was backtesting a support. You got your stop loss below the level of support because you believe the support level will hold. Now your measured move, a nice little measured move to get that 20% rise, Larger measured move would be to get this the entirety of that should bring you up to $1.53. But we don't try to get greedy. We don't try to get greedy. $1.53, that's one target. However, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Nothing is stopping you from getting up to $2.49. Once Bitcoin starts trading sideways and these altcoins start gaining some liquidity, watch out. There's going to be massive gains ahead for a lot of these altcoins. Go ahead and look at Flow. Just posted this one in Discord. You're looking at a 16% possible gain from when I posted it. Currently, we are on the rise, which is great. We love to see it. I mean, everything's going to be in the green if Bitcoin's in the green. Honestly, everything will be in the green, including ones that are not supposed to be, in my opinion. Not supposed to be. But let's look at Rose. So Rose might do the dirtiest thing possible. Let me get rid of this because I don't think that's going to play out. So we technically have a new supply line here. Considering we have not fallen below it, this is still a rising wedge in a rising wedge. Either this is about to go parabolic or we're about to dump hard all the way down to this green level. However, it is not advisable in these bullish conditions to short. Not advisable. Your price target is $11.99 for Rose. If we continue this bullish momentum, it will break to the upside more than likely. You're looking at 43% upside potential. I just personally don't like seeing bearish patterns like this and making a bet on it breaking to the upside. I just don't until I see it break above and backtest at support. If it backtests at support, okay, that's a great time to jump in. But if we don't get that backtest, I ain't touching it. I ain't even looking at it. It doesn't even make sense to me. However, those of you more risk averse, stop loss below this wick at 7944. Good luck. Wish the best. Anyways, also the proper spot for you to get in was back down here at resistance, flip to support. That was your time to jump in, because then you also got above another level, and now you're just possibly looking to test the next level. How fast it gets there, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you. All I know is Immutable X is doing well on my trade there. Oh, I'm looking to get at least 3 trades in by this weekend, which would be awesome. I'm going to compound each one, which would be even better. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at ApeCoin, because ApeCoin, it broke down after its golden cross, but then we put the hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. We're taking off. We are above our moving averages. ApeCoin's actually very interesting to me. I want to see it break above this level of resistance, because once you break above and hold, you're looking for $7.67. From where you're sitting, that's 33% upside. From where I would think about getting in, you're still looking at about 28% upside. ApeCoin, looking solid. I was looking at Cello yesterday. Cello on the Binance chart looks absolutely amazing. Look at this. It didn't even hit my alert. Are we serious here? Oh, I was looking forward to backtest this level. I really was. I was hoping it would backtest this level, but it looks like it's trying to break out right now. Cello, keep it on the radar, because once you break this level and hold above it, backtest it as support, 31% upside, 32% upside. $1.10 is your next target. 32% upside. And Cello's weird. It can happen fast.
Hi.
What's up, little man?
Hi.
It can happen fast. It is absolutely wild out here. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Rune. Okay. Rune's trying to break back into its channel. Let's get rid of this. So Rune, you can see we did have a rising wedge pattern that broke to the upside, and now we're flagging out. So you have this rising wedge pattern. If we go down to the 1 hour, you can see it a lot better. Rising wedge pattern, tried to break down, fake out, came straight up, back tested as support. This is the thing I'm talking about. You want those back tests just to let you know, yes, this is now a form of support. So, with that, you ended up moving up, you rounded down, fake out to the downside, we're going up again. Rune, I would not be surprised it tests the top of the channel. Would not be surprised. Let's get rid of this real quick. So, you're looking at a possibility of 15% upside out of Rune. Possibility, as long as the bullish momentum continues. If it does not continue, you're looking to come back down to that level of support. Down here, you're looking to come back down here and test it again. So you do have this level of support. That would be a pretty decent spot to put a stop loss and or even an entry. This would be a good spot to hang your hat on, because also it formed resistance over here, resistance right here. So you would look to test it as a support level before taking off. Oh, looks like Rose is getting that pull. Looks like, is Bitcoin pulling back? Bitcoin's pulling back. Bitcoin's pulling back. 25K. That was the mark. That was the mark where all the sellers were sitting. Okay. Now we got to check in on my trade because, oof, it was a harsh pullback. Harsh pullback. Where is it? All right, harsh pullback. However, we're still sitting pretty on Immutable X. We're still sitting pretty. We just got the start of our new 4-hour candle. Volatility is expected. Also, the nice part is we're coming in for that back test. We're going to see if this back test holds. I might want to raise my stop loss up to just up to 116. I might want to do that. But I'm not going to. At least not right now. If we get a quick back test, nice little bump and run, that'll make me extremely happy. But let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's struggling right now. Bitcoin's struggling. I'm going to set an alert for this level right here. I'd like to know what's happening. Alright, Bitcoin. Getting close to that resistance. You can see this is actually a major resistance level, apparently. Did we backtest this formally on the 4-hour? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Oh, we're just a little overheated on the 4-hour. That's all it is. A little overheated. We're coming down. Probably need to reset the indicator. No big deal. Don't panic. We're okay. We're okay. Also, we did have a level of resistance right here. Looks like it's forming a support. Look at that. Resistance, resistance. Now is acting as support. You love to see it. You love to see it. Let's drop down to the 15-minute. A little overbought on the 15-minute. Touching the 50 simple moving average.
Bye.
Bye now. Have a good day. I'll see you at the end. So the area you want to stay above, right here. Right here. That is the area you want to stay above. This is the area where you probably have some buy orders sitting here waiting, seeing if they can hold the price up. Bye, have a good one. The bulls are defending as of this moment. They are defending. This 4-hour candle, very volatile. You know, we had some inflation data come out today. It wasn't that pretty. Apparently, that means we need to buy more Bitcoin. Apparently, that's what it means. Let's go ahead and check in on our trade one more time. Well, Bitcoin is going through turmoil. Also, this is a prime opportunity for Rose to start falling. Prime opportunity. Looks like our trade is still holding up well. We're on the 15-minute. Look at that. Look at that. Holding strong. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and check out Rose. Rose struggling. Rose is struggling. down nearly 3%. But we do have this new level of support. Keep that in mind. The pullback. The pullback. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Render. Render's been having an absolutely amazing run. We're gonna clean up the chart here. We're gonna do all the stuff and all the things. All the stuff and all the things. My chart is looking kind of nasty right now. Kind of nasty. So, I want it nice and clean. Nice and clean. Let's get our macro. Levels of support and resistance. So then we can really figure out where we could possibly be going. See, this is a macro resistance from the peak back here in March 15th. This is actually a really big deal, apparently, because we are currently struggling to get above it. That is our next level right after. Wow. Then whoa. Then after that, I mean, we're kind of off to the races. Jeez. It's all about the levels. It's all about the levels. So, then say we have terrible times. We have this level right here. If we happen to have terrible times and we fall down, always keep in mind the bearish scenario. Always keep it in mind. Now let's drop down to the daily. Daily is going to give us a little bit more information. So on the daily, you can see we have been having a wonderful run. Back tested what was formerly a resistance as a level of support. So we're going to put a little ray right there. A little ray right here. You can see it touched perfectly and ran. Next area was right here. Right, come on, right there. You can see resistance. As soon as we broke above it, back tested as support. Now we're sitting in this little zone. Sitting in the zone. Of course, there are other small areas to pay attention to, but none of those matter. So technically right now, you could bounce around in here before breaking out. That's something you do have to keep in mind. Keep it in mind, but you have a support level. You do have a support level based off these wicks right here that you're currently holding. So until you break this level, you're still looking at upside potential. Once you break it and get a confirmation of the breakdown, then you're looking for your support levels. You have a small support right here at 172.3. You have a stronger support 158.6. So I would expect the 158.6 to hold if we do fall down from here. Let's see here. Let's see if we have any type of divergence. We have massive bearish divergence on the daily. If we do not break this high, then, well, actually, yeah, it's just bearish divergence right now. So what we need to do is break above and backtest as support. That would invalidate the bearish divergence that I'm looking at, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Now, 1 hour time frame, you technically are flagging out. We're going to see if we can break out of that, because you technically are flagging out. Make this blue. Make it blue. So you have a flag. Nice little flag. Nice little flag. If we manage to break above, then we would be looking at a very substantial move. And I would be looking at this level right here to not only break above, but backtest as support. That is how I would be playing this. Either we get a confirmation breakdown and no getting back up, or we take off and we start looking for the possibility of 37% further upside before we come back down to backtest as support. Or we just come up, backtest, then make the move, then backtest one more time, just to be certain. But yeah, so these are things that we got to look at for render. Looks like the market is taking a little cool-off period. I am now debating on if I should get out of this trade, because we need to reset the 15-minute. if this level does not hold, that is when I'm going to just change it up. We would be looking at downside opportunity. No big deal, just is what it is. You got your 50 simple down here. You do have this level of support right here on a mutable X. So you're looking right there. That would be the level you'd want to hold, essentially. Anybody who's trying to get into a new trade, you have 2 levels of support you can think of that you'd be maintaining. So, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys understand the way that I like to trade. But also, you got to realize we're in this parabolic move for a mutable X. We are in a parabolic move currently. We've been taking off. Just been going. So keep that in mind. Your target is still way up here at $2.49. $2.49. Too finny. Too finny. Anyways, let's get back to Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is the one that we need to pay attention to. Oof. Did we hold it? Oh my gosh. Barely below it. Now we're utilizing it as resistance at the moment. You still have support down here, 24.3. Utilizing it as resistance. We're going to see if it stays as resistance, because once we get that 1 hour candle close below it, that's when it's solidified. Hey, maybe we're going to see some downside. On the 1 hour, we got a completely different story here. That was on the 15-minute. We're looking at this as our support on the 1 hour. So we're still sitting pretty. Amazing how the different time frames give you completely different data. Amazing, but we're still holding support. We're holding support. Let's see if the 4 hour has that. Yep, 4 hours holding it as well. Bitcoin looking good. Bitcoin looking strong. I love to see that. I love it. So anything above this level at 24.7, you're in a good territory. You're doing well. Could it chop around a bit? Yeah, it could. Could it dip below then come back up? Yeah, it could. But this is what we're looking for, holding this level. All right, let's go ahead and look at Ocean. I posted this in Discord because we are set for 42% more upside. We are currently back testing that former level of resistance as support. We had a confirmed 1 hour breakout. We came out. Now we back tested the 50 simple as support. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My goodness gracious. That's phenomenal. I love it. I love it. If Bitcoin can hold or trade sideways, just consolidate, these altcoins have a chance to rise. And I mean like rise. Like, oof. Bitcoin had a 10% move yesterday. Oh yeah, these things are gonna fly. Let's go ahead and look at Mana. Mana having some trouble. Probably because we're overbought on the 4 hour, hitting resistance. Great time for it to turn around and drop. So Bitcoin really needs to help propel this thing up. Otherwise, this is just a formal bearish backtest, and now we have to look for where would we find support. Actually, it's pretty close by. Support level is pretty close by, and we're hitting resistance from up here, but looks like this level right here would be our support level. We are above it. As long as we maintain above that level, we're sitting in a good position. We are. That is the level to maintain. And of course, we do have another pattern sitting here. Wait a minute. That we broke out of and never back tested? Okay. Right there. And right here. Interesting little look. Look at here, Larry. Look at here. That's wild. I wasn't looking at Mana that closely, but hey, you're looking for that 21% move. Wow. So on the move, you still have 10% to go on mana. Okay, Decentraland. Decentraland deceptively trying to break to the upside. Very deceptive. However, you have to realize you never backtested this level as support. You could see this come down, test it, and then move up. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. Don't forget. Where it looks like Bitcoin's chilling out, going back to the upside. Buyers are defending. Oh boy, they're really defending because Bitcoin's back up to 2% on the day. Oh my goodness. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, we went over render. Oh, let's look at Litecoin. LRC. LRC. Still have a bit of the move to go. 13% possible upside still going on. We do have a level that was acting as a level of resistance that we actually backtested. Oh boy. So, anybody who's like, oh, well, LRC never backtested? Yes, it did. It did backtest right there. Came up, backtested, bump and run. Bump and run, baby. So that's great to see. You're looking for that. Then your next level is actually at 63 cents. Oh man, bull markets are hard to read sometimes because you never know where that backtest is supposed to be unless you're staring at what was formerly resistance. It flips as support so fast. So fast. Mutable X still sitting here trying not to fail. Let's check that 15 minute. 15 minute getting a little love. Getting a little bit of love. We maintained our support. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we could just trade a little sideways for a while, reset the indicators, and then start moving. But I do have high hopes for a mutable X. High hopes. That's also why I'm in the trade. H bar. Still looking pretty. I don't even want to look at H bar anymore. I've been looking at H bar so much lately. So much. Also, if anybody's here, please drop a request. I need some work. I need some work. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and check out GRT. GRT. GRT, scuffy little consolidation looking thing. Let's clean up the chart a little bit. Let's clean it up. We hit that measured move, by the way. That was great. That was great. So, GRT, we do have the supply line right here. So even if you run into turmoil, you're looking to backtest that. Currently, you are sitting in almost no man's land. 4 hour, we did have a resistance level. We did backtest as support. Right here. Right here. Resistance, and then flip to support. That is the level we want to stay above. So if we come down and touch it again, we're looking for that bounce to go up to 20 cents. Not too shabby. So this would be the area in which, if you did not get in on the move already, that would be where you're looking to get in. If you are a lot more risk averse, you would probably be looking at this breakout and chomping at the bit. Because you had this downward resistance that you just back tested. You had this level of support right there. Or you can even raise this up to here. Whatever tickles your fancy. It's a very small pattern in a very low time frame, so you would not be looking for an entire flag move. You would just be looking for this right there, a 5% move. You could see it very quickly, but that's for the day traders out there. That's for the those that are just out there trying to get every possible gain possible. Just like, oh my gosh, I need every single cent. Which I don't recommend trading that way too often, but if we are so lucky, we could see this. We could see that. I don't know if we're that lucky, though. We'll see. We'll see. It's an idea. I would not trade based off that TA, to be honest. I really wouldn't. The 5%, that pans out. But This, no, that does not pan out at all. Not at all. I mean, you can see on the 1 hour, we are in stochastics reset. You're in neutral territory. However, the MACD, I mean, you're a little overextended, but, you know, bullish times, bullish things happen. Bullish times, bullish things happen. Anywho, YFI. Is YFI going to finally do something? So YFI was doing something interesting before. On the daily, you can see it was going absolutely parabolic here. It was going crazy. Absolutely crazy. But one thing to note, we did get back above what was being used as resistance. Wow, it was being used all the way back here. Look at that. Look at that. It was a level support, resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, support, choppy nonsense. We're back above it as support. So if we can break above $8,114, this is not a drill. 74% upside is possible. 74%. Also, if the traders out there are utilizing this level as a back test for this falling wedge pattern, your measured move is to get up here to $15,800. YFI. Keep it on the radar. Technically speaking, right now, you could strategize a stop loss. Technically speaking, you could. We can redraw our line here. It looks like a very scuffy looking broadening wedge pattern if we redraw that, but that gives you some targets of where you're going to find resistance. So there we are right there. Checking in on Bitcoin. Bitcoin just cute, cool as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. It's relaxing after the volatility of the new 4-hour candle. Resetting its 15-minute RSI, stochastic RSI anyways. Your 1 hour is in the stochastics in oversold territory. That's craziness. Instantly oversold with this little movement down. These are bullish times. These are bullish times. We haven't seen market movement like this in like 2 years, maybe 3. My goodness. My goodness. Ooh, let's check out theta. Let's check out some theta. So, theta, rising wedge pattern. Interesting thought. Also, when we were down here, yeah, those were dark times. Dark times. Anyways, we can redefine this now. Little more channel-esque, I guess. Little more, maybe. I don't know. I still like this. I like that better. All right. So theta looks like it might be trying to gear up for something saucy. Just might. But we don't have very clear level of resistance that we need to break above. We just don't have it. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of all that. Get rid of the noise. I mean, if you're just looking at this level up here and this level down here, sheesh, kind of in no man's land at the moment. That's a shame. Very hard to strategize something based off this price movement. Very, very hard. The level you need to break above is 124.34. You need to break above it. You need to backtest it as support. You need to love it. Because if you do not do that, well, you're going to have a real hard time. But that's where your alert should be set. 124.34, you break above that, wait for the back test. That would be a chance at possibly going long and trying to grab this 24 to 25% upside. I mean, noted, you do have this falling wedge pattern that's kind of helping you out after getting out of this giant falling wedge pattern. So theta's due for a little upside. It's just they haven't done anything apparently. So you're just lying in wait, just waiting for bids, just waiting and trading sideways out of this thing. Measured moves to get this 86% upside. You are currently trying to get going. You are above your daily 200 simple moving average. You did backtest it as support. This is the time where you start to see that move happen, start to flourish. 53% upside is still on the table. But once you break above this 213 level, that's when the fireworks start. That right there is when the fireworks start. Because then you have little levels that you have to worry about that aren't really that significant. Got that right there. Yep, it actually posed to be some sort of support resistance before. And then after that, I mean, what right here? You always look at the peaks and the bottoms. If peaks and bottoms line up with each other, that is the point in which you're like, ooh, there's a resistance, or oh, there's a support, depending on what direction you're going. So we have literally just two levels that would slow us down. Wow. Out of all the data that I have on this chart for theta, that's amazing. That's it. That's all. That's all she wrote, folks. So yeah, we have massive upside potential in theta. If you're looking to long-term hold this, I mean, you're at basement level prices. You're you're not going through the front entrance of the Marriott here. You're kind of going through the back entrance of Motel 6. That's really what it looks like. Oh, it's so bad. It's so low. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, super low. Our immutable X trade is currently going to the upside. Our immutable X trade is currently going to the upside. I repeat, this is not a drill. Immutable X is going to the upside. Not a drill. Not a drill. This is real. This is real life. Oh, man. So, yeah, I am looking to start compounding a couple of my trades, increase my DCAing, because I do believe we have a lot more upside out of this market. I do believe that inflation is going to run a little rampant this year, which is actually causing a lot of institutions to start buying a lot more cryptocurrency, mainly because finite asset, deflationary, in inflationary times, it's good to have a deflationary asset. Just saying. But yeah, also I guess regulation might be coming and stuff like that. Either way, things are looking pretty good for the crypto market at this very second. But noted, things can change tomorrow, so be careful there. Oh, look at that. That was a pretty good move. Anyways, we've been live for about 38 minutes. Hopefully you all are having good trades. Hopefully you're not getting scared out of this market. And make sure you're having a great day. Happy Thursday, everybody. I will more than likely make some static videos later today. Please like, subscribe, join the Discord. Seriously, join the Discord. So then you can drop in whatever requests that you have, so I can actually make videos out of it, or just post the request. If you guys are requesting something that's already broken out and gone up like 1,000%, pretty hard to do TA on that. I mean, I'm only okay at TA. Alright? I'm not a god. Anyways, take it easy. Catch you in the next one. Later.